Welcome to BibleLink. It's great to see you. BibleLink exists to help link the Bible to real life, your life. Today we're in chapter 10. Chapter 10 contains the fourth of 10 genealogies in Genesis. I know you're excited about that. This passage is sometimes called the Table of Nations. It provides a history of the world after the flood. The names of many of these people represent nations today. Shem seems to be given special attention. He's listed first, although he's not the oldest son when Noah's sons are mentioned, and his line gets extended out to 6 generations, kind of like the whole Kevin Bacon thing, while we only get to see 3 generations of his brothers Japheth and Ham. He is the ancestor of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is probably why he gets special prominence in Genesis. We'll read more about them later. Nimrod gets some attention in this chapter. He may have been the first empire builder and was known as a mighty warrior. He's credited with founding cities in the region of Assyria and Babylon, which later ended up being large war machines. Later on in the Bible, the Assyrians eventually take the northern kingdom of Israel into captivity, and the Babylonians take the southern kingdom of Judah into captivity. Ancient Mesopotamian kings were esteemed for their mighty prowess in hunting, and Nimrod's name could derive from the Hebrew verb meaning to rebel, showcasing that some of his descendants might rebel against God, which would be the case for Assyria and Babylon later on. Still, Nimrod himself seems to be shown in a pretty positive light, since verse 9 says he was mighty before the Lord. Wouldn't it be great if they could say that about us, if perhaps our lives we could be made mighty before the Lord? One of the things we learn from this passage from verse 32 is that we're all interrelated, even if we have different ethnic groups. We share a common humanity, ancestry, and we're all made in God's image. You see, we do have these commonalities and interdependence. We also see in this chapter God's renewed command to Noah's family to be fruitful and multiply, and it was fulfilled. Humanity and nations were spreading throughout the earth. Do we acknowledge the common humanity of all people, or do we think that certain ethnic groups are better than others? Have we gotten to a point where we don't value people of different nations, different languages, and different backgrounds? The text says we all get our life from God and can trace ourselves back to a common ancestry. Would we treat our relatives poorly? Would we deny them hospitality? Would we deny them benefits? How do you think this could change our world if we thought about it related to race policies and immigration policies in our world? What else did you notice? Thanks for engaging in BibleLink today. Join the conversation on Facebook, ask questions, share your observation, and invite someone to join us. Thank you for being with us today for BibleLink.